Sales. Sales refer to all activities involved in selling a product. In this course, we will cover what is a sale, how does sale work, different types of sales methodologies, the role of technology, what is sales process, 7 steps of sales process, emerging trends in sales. What is a sale? A sale is a transaction between two or more parties in which the buyer receives tangible or intangible goods, services, or assets in exchange for money. In some cases, other assets are paid to a seller. In the financial markets, a sale can also refer to an agreement that a buyer and seller make regarding the price of a security. Regardless of the context, a sale is essentially a contract between the buyer and the seller of the particular good or service in question. While many sales teams are held to monthly quotas and benchmarks for converting leads and closing deals, the real goal of sales is solving for the customer. That means sourcing prospects, building relationships with them, and providing them with solutions. These efforts often lead to a sale, a satisfied customer, and revenue for the company. Businesses have sales organizations that are broken up into different teams. And these sales teams are often determined based on the region they are selling to the product or service they are selling, and the target customer. How a sale works. A sale determines that the seller provides the buyer with a good or service in exchange for a specific amount of money or specified assets. To complete a sale, both the buyer and the seller must be competent enough to make the transaction. They also must agree regarding the specific terms of the sale. In addition, the good or service that is being offered must be available to purchase, and the seller has to have the authority to transfer the item or service to the buyer. To be formally considered a sale, a transaction must involve the exchange of goods, services, or payments between a buyer and a seller. If one party transfers a good or service to another without receiving anything in return, the transaction is more likely to be treated as a gift or a donation, particularly from an income tax perspective. A sale can be completed as a part of the operations of a business, within a grocery store or a clothing retailer, as well as between individuals. For example, items purchased through a yard sale would be considered a sale between individuals, while purchasing a personal vehicle from a car dealership would represent a sale between an individual and a business. What is sales process? The sales process is more than just selling products or services and closing the deal. It is a step-by-step process which begins long before the contract of the customer and the salesman. Depending on the nature of the business and different types of sales team and reps, different sales teams follow different sales processes. However, the standard 7 steps involved in the sales process, which are mostly followed, starting from finding the customer, customer acquisition, sale, then building a long-term relationship with the customers. Here are the 7 steps of sales process. 7 steps of sales process. Step 1. Prospecting. This is the first step in the sales process, where you find your initial customer and then you check whether or not his need and demand for your product or service. Step 2. Preparation. Make the first contact with your customer at this stage by reaching the market and collecting all the relevant data related to the sale of the product or service. Step 3. Approach. Approach your initial and prospect customer at this stage. This is the only chance you have got to connect with the customer. The contact could be personal, face-to-face, emails, or telephone calls. Step 4. Presentation. Present different features of the product to your target customer and how they would meet their needs and requirements. The presentation could be in the form of a video, written post, or a PowerPoint presentation. Step 5. Addressing objectives. Pitch your product to your potential customers. Addressing customers' views and objections is the most important part because it could save from a lot of future failure costs. Step 6. Closing. Successfully closing the deal is an art which requires a plethora of practice. The best practice is to start with the proposal of the product, present its different features before disclosing the price. Once you are finished with the proposal, and then discuss the price of the product. Step 7. Follow-up. Getting reviews of the customer and how was their experience. It is also equally important. If they are happy with the product, then they'd refer your products to their friends as well. Different types of sales. Inside sales. This means they are selling from within their company. Organizations that use an inside sales approach often tend to have leaner, more automated processes and structured hours. Outside sales. This implies that they are selling from outside their company, traditionally through door-to-door or field sales. B2B sales. Business to business describe companies that sell products and services to other businesses instead of individual consumers. B2C sales. Business to consumer sale revolve around transactions between a company and its individual consumers. Business development sales. People in these roles are expected to be product experts and build demand for the product. Agency sales. This type of sales involves generating and converting new leads to sign on to service packages from an agency. Consultative sales. Consultative selling is a style of selling that focuses on building trust with the customer to understand their needs before recommending a specific product or service. E-commerce sales. For companies who offer products that can be effectively sold through targeted digital marketing. Direct sales. Sellers conduct the sale one-on-one with their customers, often earning a commission. Account-based sales. Businesses that have large enterprises account with several points of contact look to account-based sales to serve these customers. Types of sales methodologies. A sales process is key to running a successful sales organization. Here are some of the top sales methodologies businesses use. Solution selling. Solution selling is when the salesperson leads the conversation with the benefits that a custom solution will give the prospect. This method acknowledges that prospects are informed and have done their research on the product or service before the sales rep reaches out. Inbound selling. With this sales method, salespeople act as a consultant. They meet the prospects where they are and solve the prospects' pain points. Spin selling. Spin is used to describe the four types of questions salesperson should ask their clients: situation, problem, implication, and need payoff. The question identify the prospect's pain points and help the salesperson build rapport with the buyer. Need selling. This is a framework that used to qualify leads. Need stands for core needs, economic impact, access to authority, and compelling event. Conceptual selling. Conceptual selling is a method where salespeople uncover the prospect's concept of their product and seek to understand the prospect's decision process. Snap selling. Snap selling is an acronym for keep it simple, be invaluable, always align, and raise priorities. The challenger sale. The challenger sale follows a teach, tailor, take control process. Salespeople teach the prospect, tailor the communications, and take control of the sale. The Sandler system. This system prioritizes building mutual trust between the sales rep and prospect. The salesperson acts as an advisor and asks questions to identify the prospect's challenges. Customer-centric selling. With this method, the salesperson focuses on communicating with the key decision makers in the sale and finding solutions to address their pain points or challenges. MEDIC. MEDIC stands for metrics, economic buyer, decision criteria, decision process, identify pain, champion. The salesperson asks questions about these topics to help move the prospect to move forward in the sales process. The role of technology. Today's technology has a key role in sales and marketing. It also has a role in facilitating collaboration between the two business units. A prominent example of sales and marketing technology is the customer relationship management system. A CRM serves as a single resource with all client information. This information can help sales team better understand how a customer becomes a lead. For instance, a CRM may contain information about the source of a lead, such as a trade show or online ad. From a marketing perspective, a CRM can help track leads throughout the sales cycle. This information can provide valuable feedback to marketing teams about which marketing channels generate the most sales qualified leads, actual sales, or longest client retention. Emerging trends in sales. Customer success over customer support. Value your customers and convince them to make a purchasing decision is by ensuring them that you are genuinely interested in their business success. The emergence of multi-channel personalized experiences. Set up a wide range of different channels to serve buyers so that they can choose whichever they prefer best. This implies that you need to ensure consistency of customer experience regardless of the channel they choose. Artificial intelligence is taking over. AI is taking over every aspect of our lives, and sales analytics is no exception. Forecasts formed with the help of AI-powered software can boast having enhanced precision, which can protect you from the risk of coming out of demand on the market. Social selling is essential. More and more businesses are getting in on the trend and sell socially on purpose, so unless you match the effort, they can easily steal your sales from you. Value-based selling. push them towards making a purchasing decision is to convince them that you prioritize their satisfaction over your profit. Identify your prospects' needs and wants and tailor your offer to them. Make the offer appealing to them by highlighting the benefits that they are going to get out of it. Sales strategies. Value based selling. This is a trend that can be seen in the B2B sector, where most customers have become wary of being treated as nothing more than cash machines. Boost sales with AI. With the use of AI, your team can gather valuable data on customers that you can later use to develop marketing strategies that can boost sales. Bet on customer experience. Giving your customers a more personalized experience will make them more likely to do business with you. Social selling. Through social selling, you're only giving out information about your products to people who are already interested, thereby giving them a nudge towards your direction. Outsourcing sales. A dedicated sales team will be able to focus on more identifying on leads, marketing to different segments using different platforms, and converting potential customers. CRM is integral to sales. With CRM, sales reps can see all the data they need is stored in a centralized system in an easy to follow format. The Millennial Factor. Millennials are known to embrace technology quickly. They are most likely to try any new technological feature your business will have to offer. Omnichannel sales. Omnichannel sales refer to unifying your sales channels and creating a single customer experience. Automate to increase frequency. Sales agents can spend precious hours on menial tasks without realizing how much time they are really wasting. Forward looking analytics. Analytics is now an essential component of the ever growing sales agent's arsenal. This is crucial since sales agents are looking at an equally ever growing volume of data. Less friction equals more sales. Buyers understand sales friction when they inquire about a product they might want to buy and in the process get passed around vendor agents until they grow exasperated, drop the call, and give up the pursuit altogether. Selling to Generation Z. Gen Zers present a formidable audience for sellers who have any value proposition. Key takeaways. A sale is a transaction between two or more parties in which the buyer receives tangible or intangible goods, services, or assets in exchange for money. To be formally considered a sale, a transaction must involve the exchanging of goods, services, or payments between a buyer and a seller. To complete a sale, both the buyer and the seller must be competent enough to make the transaction. Inside sales, outside sales, B2B sales, B2C sales, business development sales, agency sales, consultative sales, e-commerce sales, direct sales, and account-based sales are the different types of sales. Solution selling, inbound selling, spin selling, need selling, conceptual selling, snap selling, the challenger sale, the Sandler system, customer-centric selling, and the medic are the types of sales methodologies. A CRM serves as a single resource with all client information. Technology can also play a role in improving information sharing between the two departments, which may help each reach their shared goals of more sales and a thriving business. The sales process is more than just selling products or services and closing the deal. It is a step by step process which begins long before the contact of the customer and the salesman. Prospecting, preparation, approach, presentation, addressing objectives, closing up, and follow up are the 7 steps of the sales process. However, the standard 7 steps involved in the sales process, which are mostly followed, starting from finding the customer, customer acquisition, sale, then building a long term relationship with the customers. The emergence of multi channel personalized experiences implies that you need to ensure consistency of customer experience regardless of the channel they choose. Selling to Generation Z. Gen Zers present a formidable audience for sellers who have any value proposition. Giving your customers a more personalized experience will make them more likely to do business with you. Value your customers and convince them to make a purchasing decision is by ensuring them that you're genuinely interested in their business success. More and more businesses are getting in on the trend and sell socially on purpose. So unless you match the effort, they can easily steal your sales away from you. Thank you. CloudLearn Incorporated is headquartered in Silicon Valley, California. Our mission is to help enterprises provide an engaging and impactful learning experience that improves business performance. We provide the industry's most modern LMS. For more information, visit us at www.cloudlearn.com or reach out to us at info@cloudlearn.com.